Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back to school. Hi, Mr. Presley here with you on a magnificent Monday for learning. That's right, today is Monday, October 23rd, 2023. It's 10/23/23. That's right. I hope you're ready for a great day of learning. Hey, boys and girls, I wanted to let you know this is conference week. So we're hoping to meet with you and your family for conferences. What happens on conference week is it's an opportunity for us to get to sit down with your families and talk about you and how you're doing. We want to learn more about you. We can share what you've done so far this year. You've been in school not quite 2 months yet, but it's an opportunity with us to be able to talk with your families about how you're doing so far, what we're seeing, where you are in your reading, your writing, your math, your science, your social studies, and your social skills, how you're getting along with others. So we do all those things. We talk about your attendance. We talk about your iReady scores. We talk about how you're working on your iReady. We talk about how you're doing with your math, your Eureka math, and how you're doing with your reading, all kinds of stuff. It's a great way for us to start the year and get to know you better, know your families better, and share where you're at so we can set some goals for you. Now, I also know this week it's a kind of a wonky week, and we all, I know I like things to be the same, so I get used to my schedule. This is a wonky week of schedules. Wonky meaning that you may normally have PE today, but today you don't have PE because of our conference week schedule. So all the teachers have different times that they're going to have kids go to music or PE or digital learning, and you may not have it on the same day you normally do. So this is a different kind of week for you. So keep that in mind. Sometimes it's hard. It's hard to be flexible. It's hard for change, but we do have a change this week. So I know it's a little bit difficult for some of us, and that's something that we all have to work through. Sometimes things aren't exactly the way it normally is or we want it to be. For example, you're going to get out early today, and you're going to get out early all week. We dismiss at 12:55. That means lunches and lunch recesses are a little bit more compact, meaning not quite as long. And again, you may have PE, music, or digital learning today that you normally don't have, and same for the rest of this week. So it's a little different, so give yourself some grace. Let yourself say it's okay. It's okay to have a different kind of schedule because we're all going to have that this week as we celebrate you and talk to your families and you during our conference week. Hey, you know what? Today on our lunch menu, we've got classic American cheeseburger, or you can have a sun butter and grape jelly sandwich. Please remember to take a fruit and a vegetable with every school meal. Hey, guess what our PTA is doing? They're doing spirit gear. Looks like this. So there's flyers that teachers have handed out to you. If you're interested in getting spirit gear, getting some Falcon wear, they're collecting these through November 3rd. So that's the ordering deadline. So you've got just a couple weeks. If you're interested in getting some Falcon wear, you can do so by ordering online by that deadline of November 3rd. Hey, it is week B, and being week B, I just want to remind you, if you have, if you're on Playground Manager and you have week B, that's Rosalie Michael, Caitlin Orr, Bella Fields, Wyatt Hanlos, Finley Dement, Vale Burrell, Penelope Krug, Rowan Cruzon, Logan Ramirez, Shanti Elliott, Silas Swanson, Elizabeth Hamer, Freya Nee, Ashley Wilson, and Jaden Kahn. I'd like for you to please remember to pick up playground equipment. Mrs. Bach has been working on your lanyard, your leadership badge for you. So those are coming up, but it is week B, and then also week B green team. If you're on green team in your week B, please make sure that you're out there helping us with our recycling. Also, boys and girls, I wanted to mention to you, this is Disability Awareness Month. What is Disability Awareness Month? It's our opportunity to just be aware and think about there are people with disabilities that are doing great things and are making great accomplishments in their lives and in others' lives. One of the people I think of Helen Keller, was a person that lived a while back who definitely was brought about disability rights for people, and she spearheaded a lot of different changes in laws and rules so that we made sure that people are not being discriminated against because they may have a disability. One of my favorite presidents had a disability. That was Franklin Roosevelt. Franklin Roosevelt was the only president that has served 4 terms. That's a long time. We only allow presidents now to have 2 terms. But 4 terms as our president. He got us through the Great Depression. He got us through World War II. And he had a disability. He actually was in a wheelchair from having polio when he was younger. And so we've had great leaders and people doing great things in our community and in our country and around the world who have disabilities. Because just because you have a disability doesn't mean you can't contribute. What it means is that you have some other things that are going on that make it to where you have to maybe do a different way or a different route in order to be to get to where you want to go in your dreams. So again, this is Disability Awareness Month. I'll be talking about this all week because we have students and staff at our school with disabilities, and you know what? They're doing great things every day. Everybody does. I mean, I have a small disability, right? If you wear glasses, that means I have correcting lenses so that I can see better. If I didn't have my glasses on, I wouldn't be able to see very far. It'd be kind of blurry for me. So sometimes we have what I consider minor disabilities, and then we have corrective things or ways, tools like glasses to help us be able to see better. And so those are some things that we'll be talking about this week as part of Disability Awareness Month. The last thing I have is, I've got birthdays to announce. One, happy birthday today to Kelly Garcia Salazar. Happy birthday, Kelly. You can come on down and pick out of the birthday bucket this morning. Then the last thing I have are SOAR tickets. So if you hear your name, come on down and pick up a brag tag or a bracelet. From Mrs. Adams' class, we have Dhruv. We also have from Mrs. Adams' class, Ezra. From Mrs. BP's class, we have Naya. As well as Mrs. BP's class, we have Lucas. From Ms. Shepard's class, we have Finn. As well as from Ms. Shepard's class, we have Luke. Then from Mrs. Veely's class, we have Isla. Also from Mrs. Veely's class, we have Killian. Then from Ms. Sager's class, we have Mia. Also from Ms. Sager's class, we have Belle. Also getting SOAR tickets names pulled from Miss B's class, we have Peyton. Also from Mrs. B's class, we have Declan. From Miss Slater's class, we have Sven. Also from Miss Slater's class, we have Lena. From Mrs. Burrow's class, we have Vale. From Mrs. Burrow's class, we also have Harley. From Mrs. Gillespie's class, we have Noah. And from Mrs. Gillespie's class, we have Adrian. From Mrs. Young's class, we have Dariana. And from Mrs. Young's class, we have Rosalie. Then from Mrs. Fuller's class, we have Charlie. Also from Mrs. Fuller's class, we have Kimberly. Then from Miss Haynes' class, we have Logan. Also from Miss Haynes' class, we have Caden. Then from Mrs. Tenney's class, we have Josue. Also from Miss Tenney's class, we have McGill. Then from Miss Gadd's class, we have Dawson. Also from Miss Gadd's class, we have Katie. Then from Miss Harper's class, we have Davina. From Miss Carlson's class, we have Emmanuel. Also from Miss Carlson's class, we have Mason. Then from Miss Birkbeck's class, we have Cameron. Also from Mrs. Birkbeck's class, we have Eliana. Then from Miss LaChapelle's class, we have Trey. And also from Miss LaChapelle's class, we have Gunner. So congratulations to all those students who were soaring last week. All right, boys and girls, let's soar today and all this week. Remember, at Fryelands Elementary School, we respect everyone's feelings and property and their right to learn and be safe. Have a wonderful day, and always remember, your Fryelands family cares about you. Teachers, please lead your students in the Pledge of Allegiance. Let's remember, boys and girls, let's help stop bullying by recognizing, reporting, and refusing it. All right, have a great day. We'll see you soon.